Cardfight Vanguard Dia Days 2.
Greetings! Mantoray79 here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Cardfight Vanguard Dear Days 2. Alright, let's begin selecting the load game button here, starting the game, and logging in. Here we are in the main menu, and for those of you who watched my previous video, I spent that time more or less showcasing the DZ Start Deck 01 Dragon Empire Triumph Dragon, and now in today's video, I'm going to be explaining on how to unlock the character Tendo 0 in Cardfight Vanguard Dear Days 2. So, for those of you who don't know, Tendo 0 is the protagonist of the Cardfight Vanguard Skyride manga, and he was already confirmed to be an obtainable NPC and CPU character here in the game, so you can then more or less play that character and by unlocking him in a special password code. So to unlock 0, first you just go to the game's shop menu here. Here we are in the shop menu, and in the main menu here, just select the text search on the top there, pressing ZL for text search. And for the code to unlock 0, first you put all capitals. The password is apple juice, and then once you write down apple juice, next is to write down the numbers, which is the numbers for apple juice is, go back to the uncapitalized menu and go to 9590. The code to unlock Tendo 0 is apple juice 9590. Pretty weird for a password since it has nothing to do with the game or the manga, but whatever, pressing accept. Okay. 0 Tendo unlocked for the game. Nice. And there are cards exceeding the max number of owned. Sweet. So 0's deck. So pretty much we can now get all the cards that were played in the Tendo 0 deck. So these are all the cards you can play in the Tendo 0 deck. So I'm going to showcase the deck later. So leaving the... Oh, okay. Apple Juice 95 inserted. Leaving the shop menu. Going to deck build. And going to standard create new. Wait, load recipe. Here it is, load recipe, and load the deck for the 0 deck. Here it is. We already unlocked his deck box and character and skin, so create a deck using this recipe. Yes, please. 0 deck, and then looking at the deck, going to view deck. For the cards in this deck we have, first the right deck, grade 3, rewrite the star of Vergila. Skills, first skill, actions of Vanguard, once per turn. Cost, energy blast 3. If the cost and pay, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and bind it. Then choose up to one grade 2 unit card from your drop and call to rear circle. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard. When this unit attacks, cost, counter blast 1. If the cost and pay, choose one of your grade 2 rear guards and stand it. Alrighty, the grade 3, rewrite the star for Vergila, we have 1 the right deck. Next, the grade 2, Shooting Star Vergila. Skills, first skill, actions of Vanguard, once per turn. If you have 4 more rear guards, cost, reveal a card of Vergila in its card name from your right deck. If the cost and pay, this unit gets +1 critical until end of turn. Second skill, auto. When this unit is rolled upon, look at the top 7 cards from your deck, choose up to 1 grade 2 card from among them, reveal it, put into hand, and shuffle deck. If it was rolled upon by a grade 3 or greater card for Vergila's card name, look at all of the deck instead of the top 7 cards. Okie dokie, the grade 2, Shooting Star Vergila, we have 1 the right deck. Next, the grade 1, Rising Star Vergila. Skills, first skill, continuous as a Vanguard. During your turn, this unit gets +2000 power for each of your rear guards. Second skill, continuous as a Vanguard. When you would ride from right deck, you can ride with Soul Blast 1 instead of choosing a card from hand, discard it. Affirmative, the grade 1, Rising Star Vergila, we have 1 the right deck. And last but not least, the grade 0, Vergila, starting unit. Skill, auto, when this unit is rolled upon, if you went second, draw a card. Confirm the grade 0, Vergila, starting unit, we have 1 the right deck. And then for the cards in the main deck, we have the Grade 3, Rewrite the Star, Virgila. Since we explained this card's skills and effects during the Riot deck portion of the video, we just skip ahead. The Grade 3, Rewrite the Star, Virgila, we have 3 in the main deck. Next, the Grade 3, Flag Raising of Courage, Fanfare. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is placed on the rigor circle, cost Soul Blast 1. In the cost and pay, choose one of your units with Ezawar in its card name, and that unit and this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, get plus 10,000 power and still plus 5,000. Second skill, auto from the front row rigor circle. At the end of your turn, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard for Virgila in its card name, and you play an ultimate skill order this turn, cost, put this unit into soul. In the cost and pay, draw a card, and countercharge 1. And alrighty, the grade 3, Flag Raising of Courage, Fanfare, we have 4 in the deck. Next, the grade 2, Ezawar. Skill, Mate Unit, Virgila. This card cannot be ridden and can only be called to Rigor Circle or Guardian Circle if you have a Vanguard with Virgila in its card name. Okie dokie, the grade 2, Ezawar, we have 4 in the deck. Here we have the grade 2, Inductance Dragon. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is placed on the Rigor Circle from hand, if you have a Vanguard of Virgila in its card name, cost Soul Blast 1. In the cost and pay, look at the top 7 cards of the deck, choose up to 1 ultimate skill card from among them, reveal it, put in the hand, and shuffle deck. Second skill, Continuous, is a rear guard. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard of Virgila in its card name, this unit gets boost. Affirmative, the grade 2, Inductance Dragon, we have 4 in the deck. Next, the grade 1, Guardian Monk of Raging Flames, Manju, Sentinel, Perfect Guard. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only up to 4 cards for Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, auto. When this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, choose one of your units. It cannot be hit until end of battle. If your hand has 2 more cards, choose a card from hand and discard it. And alright, the grade 1, Guardian Monk of Raging Flames, Manju, we have 4 in the deck. Here we have the grade 1, Stealth Fiend, Shenri. Skill, auto as a rear guard. When this unit boosts, if your opponent has 1 or less rear guards, or you play the order this turn, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of battle. At the end of battle, cost, put this unit into your soul. In the cost and pay, draw a card. Okay, the grade 1, Stealth Fiend, Shenri, we have 3 in the deck. Next up, the grade 1, Cosmore. Skills, first skill, auto as a rear guard once per turn. When this unit boosts a unit with Ezawar in its card name, Energy Charge 1. Second skill, auto from the back row rigor circle. When your unit with Ezawar in its card name stands during the battle phase, stand this unit. Affirmative, the grade 1 Cosmore, we have 4 in the deck. Next, the grade 1, Drag Ritter, Jaber. Skill, auto. When this card is discarded from hand during your turn, you may put this card into soul. If you have a grade 3 greater Vanguard of Virgila in this card name, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Confirm, the grade 1, Drag Ritter, Jaber, we have 3 in the deck. And then the grade 2, Blitz Order, Unity in the Sky. Skills, first skill, Continuous, Regulus Piece. You may only have 1 Regulus Piece in your deck and use it a total 1 time in a fight. Second skill, Order, plays the cost of Counter Blast 1 or Energy Blast 3. In the cost and pay, draw a card, remove this card, choose one of your Vanguards, it gets plus 15,000 power until end of battle, then bind a card, the same card as your Vanguard from Solar Drop. If the cost and pay, it gets plus 25,000 instead of plus 15,000. Then finally, the third skill, Auto. When this card is discarded from hand while riding from Riot deck, cost Counter Blast 1 or Energy Blast 3. In the cost and pay, draw a card and remove this card. Alright, the grade 2, Unity in the Sky, we have 1 in the deck. And next, the grade 2, Normal Order, Ultimate Skill, Stardust Blade. Skill, Order, play the cost of Counter Blast 1 if you have a Vanguard of Virgila in this card name. In the cost and pay, look at the top 5 cards of the deck, choose up to 1 unit card of grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from among them, call to Rearguard Circle, and shuffle deck. Choose one of your Vanguards. It gets auto as a Vanguard. When your Rearguard is retired by your opponent's card ability, search your deck for up to 1 normal unit, call to Rearguard Circle, and shuffle deck. And Continuous as a Vanguard. This unit gets plus 3,000 power for each normal unit on your Rearguard Circle or in your drop zone, until end of turn. Okie dokie, grade 2, Normal Order, Ultimate Skill, Stardust Blade, we have 4 in the deck. And next, the triggers. For the triggers in this deck we are playing, the Grade 0, Dragon, DD King of Resurgence, Drag Vita, Over Trigger. Skill, trigger, additional effect. Choose one of your Vanguards, and stand it. And okay, the Grade 0, Dragon, DD King of Resurgence, Drag Vita, Over Trigger we have 1 in the deck. Next, the Grade 0. Conduct Spark Dragon, critical trigger, we have 3 in the deck. Here we have the Grade 0. Burning Flail Dragon, critical trigger, skill, auto as a rear guard. At in the battle to boost it. Cost, put this unit into the soul. If the cost and pay, choose one of your units. It gets plus 2000 power until end of turn. Alrighty, the Grade 0, Burning Flail Dragon, critical trigger, we have 4 in the deck. And then here we have the Grade 0. Blaze Bane and Parama, front trigger, skill, continuous as a guardian. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5000 shield. Affirmed, the Grade 0, Blaze Bane and Parama, front trigger, we have 4 in the deck. And finally, the Grade 0, White Light Dragon, Parasolus, heal trigger, we have 4 in the deck. For the triggers in this deck we are playing, 1 Over Trigger, and then 7 critical triggers, 4 front triggers, and 4 heal triggers. With that, the deck is more or less revealed and card effects explained. And now let's just leave the edit deck menu. And then we can just see the accessories. Now I can use 0 as my NPC, go to change accessories. Here in Fighter, there we go. 0 is now available. You can choose either 0 Tendo or you can use Jojin out. So let's leave the deck edit menu. And then back to main menu. Going to fight and fight menu and going to CPU fight, and then and there we go. 0 Tendo, Dragon Empire. He's now a playable, very hard difficulty. He only has 1 difficulty to play. That's gonna be troublesome. So very hard is a difficulty available in this game, and 0 Tendo is gonna be only available in this one. Guess it won't be challenging anytime soon. So with that, that's all time we have for today. First, I want to say is thank you to the viewers for watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload in the near future. I'll also be able to show support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. And with that, I say goodbye and see you all soon.